What's up, YouTube? What's up, Twitch? How y'all doing? I hope y'all having a good day because, for me, my day went well, and this is the night. If anybody who want to come in, and for this screen right here, I will be talking about Batman. I will be talking about just my Batman predictions, and with a Batman movie coming in the future, that this one succeed or don't succeed, and I will talk about the X-Men's the future of DC, I think, in my opinion. What could be good, bad, everything between, in my opinion, and for the future of Marvel as well. And other things sound like the G.I. Joe Pussycat franchise. I hope they make another movie just for G.I. Joe. Because for me, shoot, I do think that G.I. Joe do need another movie, in my opinion. They do need another one, and that is my opinion. Y'all could agree, disagree, everything between. Because like for me, in my opinion, uh, um, I do think GI Joe do need another movie. The bill for Snake Eyes. Because like for me, like for Snake Eyes, I think after Snake Eyes movie, they might need a Duke or just the original members of the GI Joe movie. I think, in my opinion, that they need. In my opinion, right, is what they need. In my opinion, but everybody different on that. Because some people think that GI Joe franchise dead, but like for me, in my opinion, I don't think the franchise actually did. I think the franchise still alive and is good. In my opinion, if y'all got a different opinion, which character for GI Joe or for something for me, I'm waiting for the first trailer or teaser trailer just for how can I say the teaser trailer there from Transformers. I think the new Transformers movie, because I know since the merger at Hasbro saw that they're moving the next year. They're moving the next year, so we need like an update teaser or something like that. Something like we did for Batman, like for a year trailer 6 months before, I think, because it's almost March right now, and Hasbro didn't show no that like I seen the updates and stuff like that behind the scenes and stuff like that. If y'all were following my channel, I was doing updates on the scenes, everything like that, and Transformers doing. But the thing about for me, which I think they need, for I mean, in my opinion, what they need, um, shut, I do think that they need a Transformers movie that's actually good, just a good storytelling. That's me, in my opinion. Like for some people, probably could think, they don't need a new movie or not like that. But me, I do think they do need a new Transformers movie, and for they do need, another, how can I say this? And for they do need another, um, they do need another movie or series. I think something like that. Though, for Transformers, for like to pick the franchise up, though, from the ground. Because think about for me, right? I do actually like it. The Transformers movies, some of them. But things, in my opinion, sound like some of the Transformers movies I saw could have been two-part movies. In my opinion, now, in my opinion, if they would have break the movies about in two parts, and just have a good story for both parts, something like Marvel did, like for Infinity War and how can I say, like for Infinity War and stuff like that. If y'all know what I mean by that. And so, like in my opinion, I do think a new Transformers movie could be like could 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 be like the boost that they need. I think, in my opinion, just me. It's like for me, in my opinion, what I think it could be good or bad. But the thing about for me is like in my opinion, um, I do think in my opinion, uh, if they can get like a good writer for the movie and just with some good directing in between the movies, I think for Transformers, it's something like people think Bumblebee was the first origin good movie on Transformers. Off of that, they could make a movie about Cybertron or just about the future and stuff like that, in my opinion. But the thing about me, like I do think they might not do it, but everybody different on that. But that's just me. And kind of my other opinion, like I do think, um, like for me, in my opinion, like I do think, in my opinion, like I do think, in my opinion, right, is some of the movies is actually, if this next movie for Transformers is actually good, but I do think that 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 the Transformers bashing proud proud will subside and just bring good good vibes to the franchise, and plus like more people just might go to the next movie if this next movie end up being good, because think about it, people like Bumblebee. Okay, if people like Bumblebee, then you gotta make sure this movie good. Hey, Rise of the Beast, because if Rise of the Beast good, that will mean that the future is kind of brighter, and this franchise probably could compete with Marvel and DC at the same time. And we need a G.I. Joe universe because we got Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes is the first movie. We need another movie about the Duke team, just with Roadblock, everything like that. And that just me, in my opinion. Like I think it could be good or a bad thing, but kind of like things I hope actually happen for me. So like for me, in my opinion, which I do think could be good or a bad thing, but um something like for me, in my opinion, like I think could be good or a bad thing, but the other thing I do hope that could be like a real good guess for this universe. I think for just for Transformers universe, um the Transformers universe could be like a real good thing, in my opinion. And kind of like for me, in my opinion, which I do like, everything else like that. It's like what a Transformers universe could be a good thing or a bad thing. Something like for me, in my opinion, which I do think could be good or a bad thing, in my opinion. But everybody different on that. And kind of like for me, in my opinion, um, and kind of like for me, in my opinion, and stuff like that, is it's like for me, right? What I think could be the next thing. I think for me, right? If y'all want a good if Transformers, in my opinion, want a good universe, I think in my opinion, it could be a good thing or a bad thing. But the thing about me, in my opinion, is like so something like for me, in my opinion, right? If they want a good universe starting off, I think in my opinion, for Transformers, it is like Transformers. I think in my opinion, need at least 2 or 3 good movies after Bumblebee, just for the universe to be back. I think in my opinion, and that's just me. Y'all can think I'm wrong, right? Everything between, but then in my opinion, it's like I do think that the universe, I think stuff like that could be a good thing. Good, bad, everything between. But the good stuff, like I do think it could be a good or a bad thing. Um, and and kind of like my opinion, which I think for Transformers, that probably may go to the next level. I think in my opinion, is like don't be afraid to bring more stakes to the stuff. I think in my opinion, but that's just me. That is me in my opinion. And kind of like for me, what I learned and stuff like that, it's like when you bring a little bit of stakes and be a little bit different the competition, is that more people just might appreciate it. I think, and that just me. Um, and kind of like my opinion, everybody different on that. Because like some people like the MCU thing and don't change, but the thing in my opinion is like I think that the MCU stuff could be good, could be bad, and kind of like in my opinion, and kind of like and this kind of like the on the universe stuff. I think that probably bring the Transformers G.I. Joe stuff to the next level if they could just do the current character origins right and don't try to deviate from it. And kind of like for me, right, which I learned could be a good or a bad thing, but kind of like stuff I do like. I think in my opinion, um, the kind of good thing that I do like, don't like everything else like that, which I do like in my opinion. But everybody different on that. But that's just me in my opinion about that. But everybody, some people like it, some people don't. And kind of like stuff I do like, different universes that I like and stuff like that. But that's just me in my opinion. What I like, time for universes don't like everything else like that. And it sounds like the Transform universe. I actually like Transform universe because that was one of the first robot franchises that I had actually looked at in a while. If y'all know when I was when I was younger and stuff like that, that was kind of the first universe that I actually had looked at. If y'all look at it, time for universes and movies and stuff. I was growing up. Transformers and Power Rangers was sound like one of the first franchises I look at. Then plus after that, it was like how can I say this? It was kind of like in my opinion, it was kind of like GI. It was kind of like Power Rangers, Transformers, Gargoyle, Digimon, Pokemon. Growing up, And that's kind of like, in my opinion, stuff like that, it could be a good thing or a bad thing, but that just me. And if y'all had a favorite franchise cartoon y'all look at y'all growing up, because think about, for me, right, growing up and stuff like that, I had a whole lot of stuff. I had a whole lot of Transformers and everything like that. I like looking at, and that's kind of like my opinion. Shoot, and that just me, in my opinion. That's what I think about the franchises and stuff like that. Sound like kind of for me, I kind of do like the Transformers franchise and stuff like that, because think about, for me, like the Transformers franchise is a real good thing, in my opinion. And that's kind of like a good thing, which I do like, and everything like that. Sound like different franchise and stuff like that could be a good thing. Um, because like when I knew Snake Eyes was coming out, it was kind of refreshing knowing it was another franchise besides Marvel and DC that was coming out. But kind of other thing I do like, the kind of other things I do like and stuff like that, sound like, in my opinion, which I do think should be a good thing, if they make a franchise of the Power Rangers franchise in itself, because they say Netflix put to have the rights to the Power Rangers stuff, everything like that, and that is my opinion. What I think, that's that's what they say they're supposed to have the rights to it, in my opinion. But the thing about, for me, it's like I'm not actually seeing it, and kind of like, for me, right, when you not actually showing me and stuff like that, like you could be like a next franchise and stuff like that, in my opinion. But that's just me, and that just me, in my opinion, is what I think could be a good or a bad thing. But everybody different on that. But kind of like, for me, right, if they gotta have a different franchise and stuff like that, that that could be a good thing. It could be a good thing. I think, in my opinion, that could be a good thing, which I think could be good or bad. But everybody different on that. But everybody could be different on that, in my opinion. But that's just me. And 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 kind of like, for me, right, if you get different franchises, look, besides Marvel and DC in there, and it kind of like the extra franchise, I think. I think the GI Joe franchise probably could reach in it. I think, in my opinion, and kind of like, in my opinion, stuff like that, it's like you might not could be able to um I think the GI Joe franchise probably just got the right to do it. I think, in my opinion, but that's just me. That's just me, in my opinion, what I think. But kind of thing like I like doing, and it put a thing I kind of like doing. Sound like, in my opinion, which I do like doing, and kind of like, for me, right, which I do learn that some people like it, some people don't. But kind of like, next thing, like I might like doing certain stuff, which I think, in my opinion, could be good, bad, everything between. But everybody different on that, and kind of like the thing I know sound like the most people will like, it might not like, everything else like that. It sound like I think could be a good or a bad thing, but that's just me, in my opinion, about that. Like, I'm dealing with Marvel, DC, everything in between, which I think could be a good or a bad thing. But if they're in my opinion, right, which I think the Transformers franchise could come back right in full force if the other movies is good. That just me. If the other movie is not good, then Sylvia's in trouble. If the G.I. Joe franchise not good, then Hasbro has even more trouble. But they got board games and stuff, I think, which could sustain them, I think, in my opinion. And that just me, in my opinion, which I think, my opinion, could be a good thing or a bad thing. But the other stuff I do like, kind of like the stuff like I want to predict, I think, in my opinion. Because they had like an article, like for how can I say this? They had an article for about how can I they had an article for like the X-Men and stuff like that was supposed to be there could be a real good article, I think, in my opinion. It could be like a really good article based on certain stuff that people like and don't like. But that's just me, in my opinion, what I think could be good, bad, could be good or bad, I think, in my opinion, everything between. But that's just me. But things kind of things I want to see, kind of like things I want to see, like for Marvel and DC. And this franchise deal with how can I say this? We got Marvel, DC. Yeah, those are two big ones. Then they had a Venom movie. The Venom movie is actually good, but that's kind of like Marvel. You can't count that as a separate entity, which I kind of think could be like a real good thing, in my opinion. But but everybody, I think, is different in their own way, and everybody is different. And that's kind of like for me, and that's what I learned. Like deal with universes, everything like that, and companies, is that companies will do the things that will make them money. They won't do the things that will make the characters better on screen. They think about stuff that make them money, I think, in my opinion. And that's kind of like my opinion, and that's what I got from it. But everybody different on that. But that's just me. And that's kind of like I learned, like deal with these, sound like deal with companies. It's like you got to see what type of stuff that the company just want to make. And that just me and stuff like that. It's like I know, like deal with Marvel, DC, everything else like that. It's like what kind of company and stuff like that is you looking at, which I learned stuff like that. Sound like some people like it, some people like the way the company going, some people don't like it. That's kind of the thing. Because think about if you like the way that the Marvel and DC going, and some people don't agree with it, but think about me, it's like I'm not like biased to either way, but the thing about it is like I like the DC future more than Marvel. I think in my opinion, I do like DC future just a little bit more than Marvel's, and that just me. Because the thing about I learned and stuff like that, it's like you got to look at objectively with characters coming out and which movie parts is coming out better in the future. And kind of like in my opinion, I do think that because like for me, I do think that some of the future stuff, I think, in my opinion, it's gonna be better just for DC, like for DC and Marvel. It's gonna be a little bit better, I think, in my opinion. But that's just me. I could be wrong. I could be right. But the thing about me, right, and for me, right, when I judge stuff everything like that, it's like I always go for, how can I say this? It's like I do learn that most people will not agree with certain stuff, everything like that. But if they want to type stuff in, but that's just me in my opinion, everything like that. And that's kind of like for me, right? And that's what I've seen and learned, everything like that. Is like I've seen that companies going for the money instead of for the story structure. Because think about it, if you seen Captain Marvel or not seen Captain Marvel, then you will know if you read the Captain Marvel comics or even see her in the cartoons, everything like that, that you will know that her stuff is nowhere near. It's nowhere near. It's nowhere near the stuff I seen. And that just me, in my opinion, is what I learned. Like you got to know when and that just me, in my opinion, that's what I seen. It sounds like people don't like certain stuff. I think um people don't like certain stuff I like or see anything like that. It's like for me, if they like certain movies or don't like certain stuff I like, then I'm cool with it, and that's just me. Because like things I learned and seeing stuff like that, it's like I know that seeing certain stuff and kind of like the stuff I like seeing and stuff like that. Kind of like the stuff I like seeing and stuff like that is like I like seeing like I like seeing like more franchises and stuff like that get their own get their own shine in between this comic book boom. That's what I seen and learned. Because the thing about it, I be seeing is like I don't be seeing this comic book boom that everybody be talking about. That because the comic book boom I seen it is more like for Marvel and DC. But the thing about the other comic book companies, I think, yeah, they can get this stuff together and start making their own movies or just combine with DC or Marvel. I think in my future, but that's just me in my opinion. That is me in my opinion. What I think. If y'all got different opinions, what I like it, y'all different opinions, you like it or don't like it and stuff like that. Um, something for me. If y'all got opinion, what you like about the future of Marvel and DC, or just any other products that coming out in the future, then y'all can put it. Then y'all can put it up in the chat if y'all have different opinions on it. Because like for me, right, what I seen, they do need more stuff. I think, in my opinion, and kind of like things I be seeing, you be seeing, and stuff like that. Is like I saw like a different a different franchises and stuff like that, what you see and I seeing, but that's just me. It kind of like next thing that I wanted to talk about is like this. They got an article on the X-Men. The kind of thing I want to see is like because they said they got articles on X-Men, what they think they're doing, not doing, and stuff like that. But that's just me. The kind of thing I like is like when you try to, how can I say this? When you try to be bigger than you is, and you're not. And Marvel, like I think, will try to change a whole bunch of stuff, and we won't like it. Because you look at Hulk, because they got Doctor Strange rumors, everything like that. They got X-Men's rumors, leaks, which I don't think, in my opinion, which I think, in my opinion, could be wrong, right, everything in between. But the thing about me, what I learned about Marvel is like you gotta actually see just just in my opinion, just in my opinion, believe the rumors because I learned that when you try to go by rumors sometimes, then you will be mess up. And that was something to fail to realize because you can't go by the rumors all the time. If you do, if you do sometimes, then you're gonna be messed up. You're gonna be messed up and you're gonna be going in disappointed and you're gonna be mad. Okay, you're gonna come in mad and disappointed. And that was something people just didn't learn. You cannot be going into the movies with high expectations because that's what I learned my lesson the hard way. Because the thing I learned and stuff like that come from Marvel, DC, everything like that. It's like I learned that they got a whole bunch of rumors out there. But the thing about me, what I learned, it's like you got to actually how can I say this? You got to actually see you got to actually see the video and stuff like that in between, which I think in my opinion could be good. But that just me in my opinion, that could be a good thing. But kind of the thing I want to see and stuff like that is like I would like to see the new X-Men stuff. I think in my opinion could be good, bad, everything in between. Which I think in my opinion could be good or bad. But the thing about me is like I know that Kevin Feige is always working on something. They say Marvel. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. They say Iron Man 2. They say Doctor Strange 2 right here. Right here, y'all. Breaking news 37 minutes ago. The article just not came up from the direct.com. It was an article. Let me show y'all the article right now. Get thing about the articles, which I see right here. I'm about to show you the articles and stuff like that. This is the article just for 37 minutes ago. If y'all think I'm lying, they go online because the article is new. Everything else like that. So like, some people might not like it, but the article is it's kind of new though. It said how Doctor Strange 2 will just retcon Iron Man's 2 forgotten Illuminati Easter egg. Okay. Okay. If it's gonna do that, then I am good. If it's gonna do some job like that, then I am good with it, in my opinion. and that's just me. Right here, it said how this right here. How they supposed to bring up the forgotten one? It's like how was it forgotten? Oh, you saw a German public, then the German public probably didn't see it, but then for me, it's like I didn't forget. That's the kind of thing I learned and stuff like that. Like, how can you forget about the Easter eggs that was in Iron Man 1, 2, and 3 that built up to the semi saga and stuff like that? How you forget it? That's my thing. How did you forget it though? That's my problem I got with most audio members because their attention span is not that deep, which I came to see. Their their stuff is not that it's not that deep, which I learned the hard way. You could bring up something just a general public person. Do you see this? Do you see it at the movie? They just bring up the action parts and the general parts doing the movie, and that is what I learned. Deal with movies, shows, anything else like that. It's like they mostly like forgets about which I learned that most people do not like. Going back to movies and looking at them. Because the thing about it, I got to go back and look at the movie. Time for Luminary to get it. Just read this article and see if there's anything in there. But this is a new article though, just like came out not so long ago. It's a new article, y'all. This is a new article, y'all. Because this article is new. Just in case anybody asking, this article is new and just like came out not so long ago. Within the hour, but they say Doctor Strange 2 is the multi strange of madness and stuff like that. Let's just try to look at it and see if it's good. Which kind of like for me, right? Could be a good thing because this is a new trailer review. The movie trailer reveal the movie will include Zombie 5, Doctor Strange, even Professor X. Also, it's already confirmed then. Shoot. Because I hate when we get spoiled like this by articles, but the thing is, everybody talking about it. People try to leak stuff. God, duh. So we can't have nothing secret no more. But the thing about the trailer, they give it away. That was Professor Xavier was how can I say this? It was the voice. The voice did give it away in the trailer, and you kind of figure it was him, but you not seen as him, but you kind of so you kind of figure that's him, but you don't want to like jump to like conclusion because that's why it could be like a new actor and anybody else like that. That could be like a new actor, anybody like that. I think, in my opinion, that could be like playing Professor Xavier and stuff like that. But the thing about it, like probably all these type of clues you've seen up in these trailers, ooh man, you can't really like hide from the fact. You can't really hide from the fact and stuff like that. It's him. And that just me in my opinion about that, but that just me. But that just me in my opinion, but everybody different on that part. The thing about me, which I learned that most people like, don't like and stuff like that, is like some people like which I do like. I think in my opinion could be good. But the thing about I learned like deal with Marvel is like you can't trust everything that come out in the trailers with them or just in the articles because you know it's always changes Marvel be doing until the last minute of the movie. And that just me in my opinion. But the thing about I learned about this is like and some of these stuff is true. There's some of these stuff true and plus but I think I also referenced Iron Man 2. I got had to go back and look at it, Iron Man 2 again before this movie come out. That's what it's saying like I got to do. Could it said Iron Man solo sequel Easter egg reference galore, including many shots that has since become integral to the greater MCU. MCU story, for instance, when was first teased at the end of Iron Man 2, now a fan favorite MCU location, home to the Black Panther. Let me see what else. Let me see what else. Also, were Notion was turned to a simple name drop for Tony Stark 2010, thickest plot in 2000 camera. Never mind. How in the world do she get Cap Marvel get name dropped? It would seem like it do. But the Cap Marvel move was all not right anyway. Was kind of like I learned, sound like deal with movies and shows and stuff like that. But it's kind of like I learned from the movies and everything else like that. It's like um, if Marvel actually just gonna do it right and add Illuminati, they gotta have bring back the Black Panther. I hate to say it, you gotta have bring back the Black Panther somehow because Shuri wouldn't fit up there. Everything is shot. Iron Man 2 filled on teasers yet be developed. Project Exodus and Lost City of Atlantis. Okay, but it seems like gonna be a good thing. So like a good thing, but everybody different. But the big question, when answer for Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness on YouTube. Wait a minute, YouTube. I'll be back. I'll be back, YouTube. YouTube, I'm back. But the thing about YouTube, Twitch, I'm back. But if y'all got questions, ask me because like doing this article right here, should this seem like it seems like people probably gotta go back and look at Iron Man 2 and stuff like that, in my opinion. But that's just me. It would have seemed like y'all be doing. And it sounds like next thing that the next thing that I think is gonna do my Iron Man is like I think Robert Downey Jr. kind of like thing I learned that could be like next. That could be a good, bad, everything in between. And some like things I would like to see in the future dealing with these universes is like I would like to see, in my opinion, that's just me. I would like to see Marvel venture out and just do more stuff. That's just me, in my opinion. I would like to see them just get more stuff. Because thing about I learn is like some people might not like it, some people will, but it's just me. Some of the next thing that I would like to do, like some like dealing with this article. Like I think this article right here could be like a good thing. MC, let me who it said based on the Doctor Strange chart, it seems source and course some form of them. He had counted. He had counted. Sure, that's gonna be a problem. Cause think about he had counted Illuminati. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Then where's Black Bolt? Because I know Black Bolt part of it. And where's the Inhumans at? Because now we know what's coming. Because we know like the Inhumans, everything is coming. Because we know the X-Men is coming. We know that the Inhumans got to be coming too after a while. Because the thing about it, that's me in my opinion. Because thing about I know the humans might not have a good. The show might not have been very good. The show might not have been very good and stuff like that. It's like I know, like like the show might not have been very good and stuff like that. The show might not have been very good for most people, and they put the show as average for me too. But they kind of did certain characters dirty in that series, I think, in my opinion. But it's just me. And Tony Stark's Illuminati was Sea Planet, refer back to Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. But so I seen the trailer, but the thing about for me, they never tease it though inside the universe or not like that. What I seen in the movies, and that just me in my opinion. That just how I feel about it. And and kind of like for me, right in my opinion, um, and kind of and 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 kind of like for me, what I learned, like deal with Marvel, so like deal with Marvel, DC, everywhere else, which I learned like deal with movies, shows, everything else like that. And and which I learned like deal with movies and shows, everything like that. And sound like stuff I learned like dealing with the universes like for X Men's, Marvel, everything else like that, which I learned and stuff like that. And time for like the Marvel future. The Marvel future could be bright, as long as the storytelling is good. Because if you look at it, the Illuminati seem like it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good thing, I think, in my opinion. and this a good 10 years. But the thing about the Infinity War movie stuff like that, it should have had Adam Warlock, and now they want to bring him in. It's too late for me, in my opinion, to bring him in. But they bring him in anyway. But the thing about it, that also retcons some stuff the more itself, and put a scene like Marvel don't, in my opinion, know about their own storylines to a point, because you look at WandaVision, everything like that. uh, um it's like they keep on saying that they're supposed to have, like, she was always a mutant. I said, wait a minute now. If you look at Ultron, she wasn't always a mutant. She was experimenting on for her to become a mutant, but the thing about it, they had changed it since they bought Fox, everything like that, which is kind of crazy in a way. It's kind of crazy in the way if you look at it, because think about my opinion, when you gotta look at articles, everything else like that, we look at articles, and plus you look at articles expected to be right, everything like that. You get hype for a movie, then you learn that Marvel do certain stuff that you don't want to do, because you look at Infinity War. I understand the Hulk losing to Thanos during that fight. That just me, which I learned from me, right? If y'all want different stuff, but we know that Marvel just won't do it, that we know from there that they won't do it and stuff like that, which I learned in my opinion, and which I learned in my opinion. But if y'all want a different opinion, then that's on y'all. If y'all want the same opinion, it sounds like Disney perfect, and that's what that I'm not the one to bring it up to. Because think about, for me, right, when you learn that the Marvel Universe people, when the Marvel Universe is not perfect, and you able to be objective about it, like some people, that's not perfect about the universe, everything like that. And which I learned doing DC and Marvel and stuff like that. And which I learned doing DC and stuff like that. And Marvel people is more loyal to their people than DC people, which I learned time from movies. Because think about it, um, because seem like people who do Marvel is not, how can I say this? The the people that look at Marvel seem like they don't got standards time for their movies, because that's why you look at the show and movie about DC and stuff like that. It's like, that the Wonder Woman stuff. No, not that's not Wonder Woman, but just the Wonder Vision stuff do not match up, and nobody hardly calls it out. Seem like, And that's kind of like the bad thing that I don't like about it, because that's what you look at the fans, everything like that. It seems like they don't call out nothing some of the time, but then it is some fans that would call out. But the thing about it, the thing about altogether that we know altogether Marvel products. I know myself and seeing most of the time. Yes, most of the time it's like the Disney fans, which I learned that it's MCU fans. Never, never, never read a comic, and they just look at the movies and expect it to be just law and stuff like that. And half people don't even try to pick up a comic and not like that. But that just me in my opinion. That probably just me, everything like that. Me just being a comic book reader. And kind of like for me, if y'all got a different opinion on it, if y'all got a different opinion on the subject, then y'all can put it. If y'all different opinion on just the Marvel DC stuff, then y'all can put it in the chat, anything like that. If y'all got a different opinion on it, and kind of like for me, if nobody had just that forgot about the Batman movie, um um I will be giving that prediction next. What I think for the Batman movie and stuff that we're gonna be coming out. What I think could happen in the Batman movie or not. Um, it's not the Ben Affleck Batman. This Batman movie coming out just with Rob Pattinson. If nobody just didn't forget, because the Rob Pattinson Batman probably coming out in the future and stuff like that. But it's just me. That just me in my opinion. What I think about it, and kind of like for me, right? What I learned, like y'all can have different opinions, and people could be respected for their opinions. But the thing, my opinion about these movies is like the trailer scene like it's the different Batman, which I do like different adaptations. But the thing about the movie is like I hope the movies actually be good in my opinion. But that's just me. I just hope for a good movie, because the thing about for me, right, it's like all I hope for is good movies. And put it seem like that most people that's Batman, Superman fans do not like different movies. They like the same regular movies that been like in the cartoons, something like Batman that don't kill and stuff like that. But the thing about, if they read the older Batmans, that they would know that Batman actually did kill, and he did actually have a different personality at first, and that was some people just fail to realize sometimes. which I do learn, in my opinion, sound like if this Batman movie right here probably could surprise me somehow, and actually be good in a way, and kind of like in my opinion, it kind of feels like, and and kind of like in my opinion, right? If y'all like the Batman movie, y'all like Superman movie, everything like that, the Man of Steel movie, is that y'all won't be getting that type of style in a while because the fans didn't like it. And what y'all learn time for DC, Marvel, everything else like that. It's like we just need to learn how to respect others' opinions, which I think that we should. And most people don't, which y'all don't respect others' opinions, which I do see that y'all don't, which I do like in my opinion, right? If y'all got different opinions, everything like that, but that's just y'all. But the thing about for me, if y'all got different opinions, stuff like that, but that's just y'all. The thing opinions that I do like, don't like, everything like that, it's like I don't care that if I don't like them and stuff like that. Because kind of things I like, don't like, everything like that. But kind of things that I do like, everything else like that. What kind of things I did like for the Batman trailer is like under the Batman trailer, the Batman trailer style look good. I like that style of the Batman trailer. It don't look bad, in my opinion. And that just me because think about it, if the style look good, then I actually good with the trailer and stuff like that. And the kind of other stuff I do like, everything like that. It's like if the style look good for the Batman trailer, then I'm good with everything else. Which I do like everything else like that. It's like when the Batman trailer look good, I'm good. That on the Batman trailer wasn't a problem, but my problem with the Batman trailer was the style of it. If y'all know what I mean by that, because right, like in my opinion, right, the Batman shouldn't be acting all reckless like that. I think in my opinion, I don't think no Batman should be. acting reckless as he was in that trailer. But that just me and my opinion about that. But everybody different because think about some people think that's a good Batman, but it didn't like Ben Affleck Batman with what he was doing, which is kind of hypocritical in a way, in my opinion. But the thing about for me, right, is like you like to be hypocritical. Some movies hypocritical like that, and fans hypocritical about that. But that's just me. But if y'all like it, don't like it. But that's just y'all opinion on it. Okay, the thing about for me, right? If y'all like the Batman trailers and stuff like that, y'all can tell me the reason why y'all like this Batman over the last Batman. Because like the Ben Affleck Batman was sound like the most comic accurate I've seen on screen so far. For me, in my opinion, he was. But the thing about it, other people just might think differently. Some people just might think the Ron Pattinson Batman might be the most accurate they've seen. I don't that some people might think the Ron Pattinson Batman is the most accurate. But my opinion is it's like I think the Ben Affleck Batman is the most accurate one I think we've seen so far. Like I'm time for the look of Batman, time for the looks, and everything else like that of Batman. That's the most accurate Batman I see. So like people probably can hate me and everything like that for saying it. But the thing about it, the most accurate Batman for me I see was Ben Affleck, and he need his own movie. I think, in my opinion, because then, in my opinion, it's like you want to tell them, in my opinion, what y'all learn, like deal with movies and shows and stuff like that. It's like I know that Michael Keaton might be a bigger name, but I know that you shouldn't be doing all this. I think, in my opinion, the thing about me, in my opinion, which I learn and stuff like that. If y'all want a different opinion, it's everything like that. But it's just me, which I learned from most universes and stuff like that. Which I learned if y'all want a different universe, then I'm cool with a different Batman. But the thing about for the Prime universe, we still need Ben Affleck for it. That's just me. We still need Ben Affleck for the Prime universe, that rather we like it or not. And that's just me, in my opinion, stuff like that. But everybody different on that. everybody different on that part. Because the thing about me, which I learned, is like shoot that the band after the band like Batman that I like in BVS, and plus I like him as actually Justice League and Justice League as well. I like how both of them. But the thing about it, they could have did more with him. But it's saying like they should let him use his gadgets a little bit more. It just gets more parademons and stuff like that, and for him to use his jet as well. I I think in my opinion that would have made the movie a little bit better. Time for action scenes and stuff like that. Let Batman, in my opinion, use his how can I say in the Justice League Batman the old one. It should let him use his stuff. I think it might use his equipment as everybody call it. But the thing about for me, which I learned could be good, bad, everything between, but everybody different. But this Batman, I think, um, this Batman better evolve real quick in this movie because think about it, he got to measure up against the Ben Affleck Batman, and that's not gonna be an easy one to try to measure up to. I think, in my opinion, it will be easy to measure up to because think in my opinion, if this movie end up being bad, then this gonna be a bad look just for WB. It if the regular general public just don't like this Batman movie, and that's gonna be a bad look for WB overall. I think, in my opinion, and they probably got to bring back. How can I say this? They got to bring back Ben Affleck Batman, which I still think the Ben Affleck Batman is the main Batman overall, which I think, in my opinion, he is. But then, in my opinion, is like I might be wrong, I might be right. But then, in my opinion, it's like if I'm right or wrong, and plus I willing to be wrong because then, in my opinion, like I think the Ben Affleck Batman, I think the Ben Affleck Batman is still a prime Batman, but they try to make another Batman. I think they try to make another Batman. I think, in my opinion, to be a backup Batman just in case. I think, in my opinion, the Ben Affleck Batman quit. But the thing about it is like if they could bring back Ben Affleck Batman, that I will be that's I will be very good with it, in my opinion. But that's just me. I will be very cool with it, in my opinion, if they could bring back the Ben Affleck Batman to be like the prime Batman, but just make him younger. I think, in my opinion, just make him younger. But everybody different on that part. But that's just me. If you make him younger, I think, in my opinion, then you can bring back the Ben Affleck Batman. I think, in my opinion, for about 2, 3 movies, I think, and just let them do cameos. I think, in my opinion, and up in the future, I think, in my opinion, because thing about for me, in my opinion, like some like for me, in my opinion, like if they could bring back the Ben Affleck Batman like with a different attitude, everything like that, like for Flashpoint, probably can do it. I'm cool with it. But this Batman is like I just hope, in my opinion, that the writing is good. I hope the writing is good. I hope the villain actually good in this one. The thing about my opinion is like I done seen too many trailers just with good villains, and the movie ended up being boring and bad, in my opinion. That's just me, in my opinion, about all that. But everybody different on that part. But some people think I'm right, some people think I'm wrong. But the thing about for me, right, in my opinion, is like if you want to bring in a different Batman for a different universe, and that's what then let it have a purpose. But this Batman movie, I think, in my opinion, that I just hope that Rob Pattinson can make a good Bruce Wayne. At least at least a suitable Bruce Wayne, I would cool with that. And just hope the Batman parts of him being good, and just hope that he can pull off a good detective Batman, in my opinion. Because then, by my opinion, if he can pull off a good detective Batman, and that's what my opinion, I go to this channel. And I would actually say that he is being a good detective Batman doing my review. If the movie's good, that's just me, my opinion, and that's it. And and that is my good answer. I would say, in my opinion, um, but for me, I do think it could be a cool thing to see if he can actually pull it off, and just if Matt Reeves could make a good Batman movie. Because like for me, if he can't make a good Batman movie, then this is gonna be a real bad look for him. If he can't make a good Batman movie, because everybody he made good playing the Apes franchise stuff like that. But if anybody a Batman movie, this a whole nother category right here, in my opinion. If he screwed this up, and Rob Pattinson is in it, and that movie end up being bad, then like in my opinion, it can mess up Rob Pattinson's career and his at the same time. I think in my opinion, but I could be wrong. Everything else like that. But like I do think if this Batman is like another Earth, where is that Earth Superman and where's that Earth Wonder Woman? Because we know that it's an Earth 2 Batman, and that's just my things on it. And kind of like my final prediction is my final prediction that movie might be a minus film, and plus a B minus Batman. But it could switch by the time the movie comes out. But that's my final grade. I think A minus film and a B minus Batman. Those my final prediction as one of my final predictions. And from my other predictions, it's like I think that in this movie, it could be like a mystery villain that could be teasing this movie, but it's just not showing it in the trailer. But that's my second prediction on that. And my third and final prediction is like I think that Rashad Rule might be teased in this movie as some kind of post credit scene. In my opinion, that's my final prediction for this. Um, YouTube, Twitter, uh, Twitch. I will see y'all later. And see y'all next time.